Hi, welcome to my channel. So in this video, I'll talk on matrices. Of course, matrices is a topic that you fell in love with because of how it works, how you deal with 2 by 2 matrices, but spare me that one. I'm not going to do 2 by 2 matrices because this one has become so simple and people they just get into it. So in this video, we'll look at how we can express matrices as a single matrix, and also, if possible, find the values of variables in a matrix. But if you want me to do 2 by 2 matrix, I can do that in future videos. But for this one, let's just concentrate on this one, because sometimes we may get confused about what should we do when we find questions like these ones. All right, so we have an example there. Given that x, or matrix x, is equal to 4, 2, and y negative 4, negative 2, and y negative 3, negative 4, express xy as a single matrix. While expressing, they mean that combine these as a single matrix, make them to be a single matrix. And you can only make these to be a single matrix by either subtraction, addition, and multiplication. But from the look of things, we can only subtract or add matrices that have the same order, but this one have different orders. This one here is 2 by 1, this one is 1 by 2, isn't it? So we cannot apply those, but multiplication there can be applied. But again, we may worry about how will the answer look like. Am I going to do the correct thing? So how do you determine the order of your answer? First of all is take the orders of each matrix. So I have matrix A here. I have matrix X. Matrix X, its order is what? Row by column, isn't it? So that is row 1, 2 by column 1. So that is 2 by 1. So we have 2 by 1, isn't it? How about Y? Y, we have 1 by 2. We have 1 by 2. So that's the order of these two matrices there. Now notice that the inside digits are the same. When the inside digits are the same, they tell you two things. The first one is that yes, it's possible you can multiply these matrices. And the second thing is that your answer will have the order of those numbers that are outside. So here I have 2, and also here I have 2. So my answer will be a 2 by 2 matrix. From here, from this, and then coming up with a 2 by 2 matrix. How is that possible? Well, let's get started. All right, so with our solutions there, we'll just write them and say, okay, I have 4 there, then negative 2, then I have a negative 3, negative 4. Remember, it's a row by column, isn't it? So the first number here in the row is what? In this row it's 4. The first number here is in this column is what? It's negative 3. So we always say first times first plus second times second, isn't it? And then we move on to the other column there. So let's start with the first column and the first row there. So 4 times negative 3 plus, what is the second here? We don't have. Okay, for the sake of following, we're going to say 0. What's the second here again? In this column, we don't have again times 0, right? Yeah. Then we move on to the other column. The first, second, second. So the first there is 4 times negative 4, isn't it? What is the second in this row? We don't have that, it's 0. What is the second in this column? Again, it's 0. So, which is plus 0 times 0. Then on the first row there, we're done. Just come to the second row. Okay, again here, first, second, isn't it? First, so it's -2 times -3 plus, what is the second here? We don't have. And what's the second here? We don't have. 0 times 0. Again, we come to the second column there. First, second. What is the first here? It's -2 times, what is the first here? -4 plus, what is the second here? We don't have. That's 0. What is the second here? We don't have. Again, times 0. Like this. So just to go through what I was saying is that the first one there was what? The first one was 4 times, the first one here in this column was what? -3, isn't it? Then plus, what is the second one in this column? We don't have. So that's 0 there. And the second one in this column, in this row, the first one was, the second one is we don't have. And then the second one in this column, again, we don't have. Then we went this side. The first one in this row is 4. The first one in this column is -4 plus, the second one in this row is 0 because we don't have here, and the second one in this column again is 0 because we don't have here. That's the one. Then we came down there. -2 is the first in this row, and the -3 is the first one in this column. So yes, we multiplied them plus, what is the second one here? We don't have, and neither do we have the second one in this column here. And then of course these are the zeros that are appearing there. And then from there again we said, okay, the first one in this row is -2. How about this column? What's the first one? Is -4. Okay, good. And then plus, what is the second one in this row? We don't have, which is 0, times, what is the second one in this column? Again, we don't have, which is 0. Like that one. And then now we go ahead and say 4 times -3 plus 0 times 0. 4 times -3 is -12. Then -2 times -3, that is 6. This side, 4 times -4, that's -16. 2 times -2 times -4, that is 8. And then these will be just zeros there, so they don't do anything, isn't it? And then that's how our answer is going to be like when we express this matrix. As a single fraction, as a single matrix. So remember guys that the first step is just jot down the orders of each of those matrices, and then they're going to give you the picture of how your answer is going to be like. So remember that when these appear to be the same, it's not always that they're going to be 1 and 1. Maybe sometimes they can be 2 2, 3 3. But when these are the same, they are telling you to say, okay, it's possible you can multiply these matrices. But when they're different, don't dare do anything. You cannot find the answer when these are different. You are not going to find the answer, no matter how hard you're going to try. And then from there, your answer will depend on these numbers that are outside. That's one thing you should know, because others can go there and then maybe find 1 by 1 matrix, but you're looking at this here, it's one that is showing you, oh, your answer is going to be a 2 by 2 matrix, isn't it? Yeah. All right, let us try to look at another example that will help us see how we can find a 1 by 1 matrix, but there will be a variable in it. Okay, we have this one now. Given that 1 3 times 3y is equal to 9, find the value of y. So just a quick one. So what is the order of this matrix? The order of this matrix is 1 by 2. Yeah, that is 1 by 2. What is the order here? 2 by 1, right? 2 by 1. And that's why they are saying when they multiplied these two matrices, we were given what? A 1 by 1. Why? Because these, they are the same, which means you can multiply them. And look at what we have outside there. It's 1 and 1. So it means this one as an answer there, it's a 1 by 1 matrix, right? Right. So now let's get started. Now this is more interesting, isn't it? We want to find the value of this y there. So remember, it is always row by column. We only have one row and only have one column, isn't it? So it will be very simple. So it's just a matter of saying this one by this one plus this one by this one, and then equal to 9. So let us try and say okay, solutions there. So we'll have 1 times 3 plus, right, 3 times y. 3 times y. Yeah, that's how the answer is going to be. But they're saying after we find the answer is what? Is 9. So this one is going to give us 3 plus, what is 3 times y? 3y is equal to 9. We have an equation kind of, isn't it? Yeah. Then from there, what do? We move this 3 to the other side so that we remain with 3y here. And say 3y is equal to 9 minus 3. Okay, 3y is equal to 6, because 9 minus 3 is 6. All right, let's go. Over, we divide both sides by 3 to get rid of these 3, so that this one and this one will cancel each other. Then we have y is equal to 3 into 6, it's 2. As simple as that. So that's it. That's the value for y. Remember again, always with matrices, whether when you are when you are multiplying, please, the first thing is to make sure that you jot down the orders of those matrices so they show you how the picture of that matrix is going to be. And in an event whereby you are told to find the value of a variable which is there, just follow the directions that are the instructions that are there nicely, how you solve those matrices using the question that they've given you. Like here, we knew that was a multiplication. Then try to come up with the equations, and then at the end you're going to find the desired answer. Otherwise, this has been so wonderful. More videos will come, and I'd like to tell you a secret before I go. The secret to understanding mathematics. Yes, the secret is just right there. You see that subscribe button? Just press on that one. Turn the bell notification. Like this video, share it to your friends so that them too can have that secret and do the same. Otherwise, it has been so wonderful. Bye bye.